Varuna, the guardian of waters and justice. The sun had just begun to set over the vast ocean, casting golden ripples across the waves. A young seeker named Arian stood at the edge of the shore, watching the endless waters stretch into the horizon. He had come to this sacred place to seek wisdom. Wisdom from the one who governed the waters, the sky, and the laws of the universe. Varuna, the god of water and oceans. As Arian closed his eyes and whispered a prayer, the air grew thick with energy. A deep voice like rolling thunder echoed through the winds. The waves swirled, forming a towering figure with a radiant golden aura. Varuna, the all-seeing guardian of truth and justice. His eyes shimmered like celestial orbs, reflecting the secrets of the cosmos. "Why do you seek me, child?" Varuna's voice was vast, carrying the weight of the universe. Arian bowed deeply. "O great Varuna, I have come to understand the laws that govern this world. I hear tales of your justice, your wisdom, and your power over the waters. What is the truth behind these legends?" Varuna gazed at Arian, his expression both kind and stern. "Very well, young seeker. Listen carefully, for the truth is deeper than the ocean itself. The keeper of cosmic order." Varuna waved his hand, and suddenly Arian found himself floating above the earth, looking down at the vast rivers, oceans, and skies. "I am the guardian of Rita," Varuna explained. Rita is the great cosmic order, the force that keeps the stars aligned, the seasons in motion, and the waters flowing. Without order, the universe would fall into chaos. Arian saw rivers flowing gracefully toward the sea, clouds gathering to bring rain, and the tides moving in harmony with the moon. Every drop of water follows a path. Every wave has a rhythm. Just as you breathe, just as your heart beats, the universe too must follow its law. This is Rita, the noose of truth. Arian then noticed something else. Far in the distance, a group of men stood by a riverbank, their hands stained with greed, speaking lies to deceive their people. As they laughed, a shadow fell upon them. Varuna extended his hand and a golden noose appeared, shimmering with divine power. "My Pasha, the noose of truth," he said. "No lie, no crime, no injustice escapes my sight." The noose drifted toward the men, tightening around them. Their laughter turned to fear as their deception was revealed. In that moment, they fell to their knees, realizing the weight of their actions. Arian's eyes widened. "You do not punish blindly, you reveal the truth?" Varuna nodded. "Justice is not about vengeance. It is about balance. Those who seek forgiveness, I release. Those who persist in their lies, I bind until they see the error of their ways." The ocean of consciousness. As Arian absorbed these lessons, Varuna guided him toward the deepest part of the ocean. They descended below the surface, and Arian felt his mind expand, as if he could hear the thoughts of the universe itself. "Water holds memory," Varuna explained. "Every drop has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. The oceans remember the past, the rivers carry the present, and the rain shapes the future." Arian suddenly understood. The water was not just an element, it was a living consciousness, flowing with wisdom. So this is why water is sacred, why we purify ourselves before prayer. Varuna smiled. "Yes, child. Water cleanses not just the body, but the soul. When you respect water, you respect life itself." The final lesson. As Arian prepared to return to the shore, he asked one final question. "O great Varuna, what must I do to walk the path of truth?" Varuna placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Honor the water that gives you life. Speak the truth even when it is difficult. Let justice flow through your actions like a river, steady and strong. If you do this, you will walk the path of Rita, the path of cosmic balance." With that, Arian found himself back on the shore, the waves gently lapping at his feet. The great deity had vanished, but his words echoed in Arian's heart. From that day on, Arian lived by the wisdom of Varuna, honest, just, and always in harmony with the great waters of life. And so, the legend of Varuna, the god of water and oceans, continued, flowing through time like the eternal rivers, guiding those who seek truth and justice. Varuna, the guardian of waters and cosmic order, a story of balance across dimensions. 1. Integration of multiple dimensions. The cosmic ocean of existence. Beneath the boundless expanse of the celestial sky, where the waves whispered secrets of the past and the stars reflected the eternal laws of existence, a young sage named Arian sat in deep meditation. He had spent years in search of the ultimate truth, the knowledge that bound the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, and environmental realms together. One night, as he sat by the sacred Sarasvati River, the water began to shimmer. From its depths emerged a figure of immense power and wisdom, Varuna, the god of water and oceans, his radiant form enveloped in the golden glow of celestial energy. "Why do you seek the unknown, Arian?" Varuna's voice resonated like a deep tide. Arian, humbled, bowed. "O divine guardian, I seek to understand the forces that shape existence, not just the visible, but the unseen dimensions that guide our souls." Varuna smiled. "Then let me show you the great symmetry of existence." He extended his hand, and the river transformed into an endless mirror, reflecting the interconnected dimensions of reality. Physical dimension. Arian saw the water itself, a force of life sustaining all beings. He saw blood flowing like rivers within bodies, cells moving in rhythm with the tides. Water is not just an element, it is the breath of the universe. It nourishes the body, just as truth nourishes the soul. Mental dimension. The reflection shifted, showing thoughts like ripples on the surface, where clarity brought peace and distortion caused chaos. "The mind is like water," Varuna continued. "When still, it reflects truth. When disturbed, it distorts reality." Emotional dimension. The river darkened, and Arian saw people struggling with sorrow, fear, and turmoil, like stormy waters. But soon, the rain washed over them, restoring calm. Emotions are tides, they rise and fall, but must remain in balance. He who masters his emotions masters the ocean within. Spiritual dimension. A deep blue glow filled the mirror as Arian saw souls drifting like waves, connected to an unseen cosmic force. Beyond the body and mind is the soul, forever flowing, forever seeking the vast ocean of enlightenment. Social environmental dimensions. Finally, Arian saw societies thriving where water was honored and chaos where it was misused. He saw forests flourishing by rivers and lands dying from their absence. The water of life must be shared. Civilization itself depends on the harmony between people, their environment, and the resources they protect. 2. Parapsychology and philosophy. The dreams and symbols of water. Varuna waved his hand, and suddenly, Arian stood within a vast, dreamlike realm, where the waters reflected visions from myths, past lives, and divine truths. "What is real and what is illusion?" Varuna asked. "Dreams are not mere fantasies. They are messages carried by the currents of the subconscious." Arian saw souls leaving their bodies, drifting into unseen realms. "Is this astral projection?" he asked. Varuna nodded. "It is the journey of consciousness beyond the physical form. Just as water changes states, so too does the spirit flow beyond the body, seeking the unknown." He showed Arian visions from ancient mythologies across the world, from the flood of Manu, the oceans of Poseidon, to the mystical waters of the Tao. All cultures have seen the truth of water. It is both creation and destruction, a force beyond human control. 3. Neuroscience and cognitive science. The brain as an ocean. Arian's vision shifted again, this time into the depths of the human brain. He saw neurons sparking like lightning within an endless sea of thoughts. "Your mind is an ocean," Varuna explained. "The prefrontal cortex is your lighthouse, guiding reason. The amygdala stirs the storms of fear. Memory flows like rivers through the hippocampus. Control your ocean, and you control your destiny." Arian saw how subconscious fears, desires, and past experiences shape the tides of one's actions, sometimes without awareness. A man must dive into his own depths if he is to understand his fate. 4. Sociology and anthropology. The role of water in society. Now Arian saw the past. ancient civilizations built along rivers, from the Indus Valley to Mesopotamia. He saw how water was revered, feared, and used as a symbol of divine justice. Society itself is built on water, Varuna said. It is the foundation of civilization, the force that shapes human culture, law, and even morality. 5. Linguistics, the language of water. Words appeared in the water. Var, the Sanskrit root meaning to cover, to protect, to bind. Across languages, water-related words carried deep meanings. Flow in English, Rio in Spanish, Mizu in Japanese. Language itself flows like water, shaping human thought. 6. Art and literature, the expression of the ocean. Aryan saw how poets, painters, and musicians had long used water as a metaphor for the human condition. From the Bhagavad Gita to the Odyssey, from classical paintings to the haunting sounds of oceanic music. All great art understands water, its depth, its motion, its eternal mystery. 7. Ethics and morality, the law of cosmic justice. Aryan then saw a man telling lies, deceiving others for power, but as he spoke, a golden noose, the Pasha of Varuna, tightened around him. Water does not lie, Varuna warned. It reveals, it cleanses. Justice flows through all things. The dishonest will drown in their own deceit. 8. Environmental and economic impact, the crisis of modern times. Varuna now showed Aryan the destruction of water in the modern world. Pollution, scarcity, greed. He saw how economic systems were built on the control of water, how wars were fought over it. In seeking control, mankind has forgotten respect, but balance must be restored. 9. Historical context, the flow of time. Aryan was taken through the history of water worship, ancient temples, rituals of purification, great discoveries like irrigation and aqueducts. He saw how respect for water declined with time, leading to droughts, famines, and destruction. 10. Global perspectives, a world united by water. Finally, Varuna showed him the modern world, diverse cultures, yet all bound by one truth. No life can exist without water. The rivers of the world are many, but they all flow into the same ocean. Humanity must remember this truth. Conclusion, the final lesson. As the visions faded, Aryan found himself back on the riverbank, the waves gently lapping at his feet. Varuna's voice whispered in the wind. Water teaches the greatest lesson of all: adapt, flow, and remain pure. Honor it, and you honor life itself. With a heart full of wisdom, Aryan bowed. He had seen the symmetry of existence, the interconnected flow of all things, and he knew his path was now clear. He would live as water lives, just, balanced, and in harmony with the universe. Join us on this journey of knowledge, wisdom, and discovery, where learning knows no limits and ignites the soul. Stay curious, stay inspired. If you found value in this, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to Professor Diaries. Hit the icon for the latest updates and help spread this wisdom to others. This is Professor Diaries, signing off. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.